What's up? I'm Skylar. I am your sports roaming reporter, but I'm gonna go over everything you need to know about the mass media class. I'm gonna go over every job, what to expect, what I do, and how this whole process goes. Our roles, we have Michaela, who did our senior edition. She would give seniors their updates and advice. We had Buddy and Hayden, who are our hosts. They would sit over there and they would record news. We had Kelsey and me. We were both roaming reporters, but she was a normal roaming reporter, so she would just ask random questions to people, and I would interview athletes about their sports. We had Mackenzie, RIP, just kidding. She was our producer. She'd keep everybody in check, make sure everything is flowing correctly. We had Marissa, who was our weather. She would record the weather over there. We had Brooke, who was our cameraman, and Jeremiah, who was our cameraman for the roaming reporters. This is the order that our show went in. We added the energy drink segment. I don't know if the other class is gonna do that, but we're the first class to do that. But this is how the order goes. The order might go differently for other classes. It just depends on the producer and what they want. Come into class, we turn on all the lights. Kelsey is snapping over here. That's not part of like what happens, but it's happening right now. So we turn on all the lights. We make sure that table is in center with the camera. Okay, looks pretty solid to me. No memory card, that's another thing. Make sure your memory cards are in there so you can record. And then we have this open and we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we press it and that'll record. And then we press it again and it'll stop recording. But it's not gonna do that because I don't have a memory card in it. These are our roaming reporter cameras. So we just have them on a tripod so we can just set it up easy in the hallway when we're interviewing people. But same thing as the other one. This one might have a memory card in it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. But yeah, same thing. Memory cards go in here. You just put them in, and then when you're done, you just push it and pull it out. Over here, we have random props because the show's supposed to be random, and you want to make sure you have props for every occasion or every announcement possible. So there's like chef stuff. There's a random horse hat. There's like nukes, pretty solid. There's more elsewhere. Let's go over there. More props over here. So anything you could really think of, Christmas is coming up, Christmas segment, Christmas show, you might as well. Over here is where we put the cards, the memory cards for the show, so that Mr. Negron or whoever's teaching next year can take the cards, plug them into the computer, and edit our videos. A good habit to have is to write down what we could do or we could talk about in the future in case the school doesn't give us announcements to talk about on the show. So that's always good to think about. Now, to explain my part and what I do, I'm gonna go do what I do and then explain later after. Hi, I'm Skylar and I'm here with
Charles Coyle.
Charlie. What sports did you play this year?
Played some soccer and then basketball, but I quit.
And how'd your guys' soccer season go?
We were like 6 and 16 or something.
Awesome. And how'd you feel about your senior year? How'd it go?
Kind of disappointing.
Really? Why is that?
Well, sports-wise, it was just disappointing because we couldn't win as many games as I hoped to, but school, it was pretty easy.
That's awesome. Now, have you watched the morning announcements, the morning show?
I watched it a few times.
And how'd you feel about this year's crew?
I don't know. You guys were pretty awesome.
Thank you. Now back to your hosts.
Okay, so pretty much for my role, I go and find an athlete active in sports or was active in sports, depending on the season, and I go and I interview them about how either their game went or their event went, how they did, how they thought the team did. Any further questions? If they had an outstanding performance, I have to ask them how they felt about that, how that went, how they thought it went, what they could do better. Any questions about their performance as an athlete, what they think as an athlete, anything about their team, season, record, etc. While I'm recording, I say, "Hi, my name is Skylar, and I'm here with," and then they say their name, so that whoever's watching knows who I'm interviewing. And then they get the gist from there. I ask them questions and they answer. Sometimes people don't know on the spot, so to limit mess-ups or errors in recording, we go over like what questions I'm going to say, so that way they can think about what they want to say, so that it's not like them going, like, no, we don't want that. We don't want that. We want to get straight to it. But we want to keep it long so that it lasts. But other than that, that's pretty much what I do. I go and I interview athletes about everything. I make sure I keep eye contact when I'm asking questions, when I'm listening, and sometimes I'll just look occasionally to the camera, and that's what I do. Also, I go back to the host or I go back to whoever I'm transitioning to. That's another thing, transitions. We transition either back to host, back to Michaela for senior segment. Whoever's next in the order is who I'm going to go back to. Unless I'm not ending the segment, if the other woman reporter is, they'll say go back to the host. So